What's up, guys? We have on the Patreon pod the most canceled man in Australia today. You're not going to want to miss him, Julian. Julian Woods. Also, come out to our show April 19th in Boston. That's right. The tickets are in the bio. Come out. You're throwing away quarters, Danny? So we're hearing the penny might be going away, and you're telling me you throw away corners.
I'm in a place in my life's journey. Jesse, give me some juice in the headphones. I'm in a place in my life's journey where I don't need change anymore. I throw away fives.
You throw away $5 bills. Do you like crinkle them up, or you don't even give them to a bum?
No.
You just throw them on the ground.
I light them on fire in front of a bum's eyes.
You light money on fire in front of homeless people.
Any time of day you run into me on the street, I got a Bic and I got a pocket full of fives.
What are the reactions? Like, what are these?
Pained.
Yeah, because I mean,
Pained.
$5, buddies. That's like you can get 2 4 Locos on sale, $2.50 a piece. That's getting you hammered for at least 2 hours.
I did. A homeless guy stopped me yesterday. When the homeless guys run you down, this guy had a sales pitch. At first, he pretended he wanted to be my friend, and he was a black guy. So, you know, as a guilty white man, I like it when a black guy is friendly to me.
Sure.
It's like, man, you got a cool look to you, man. Like, you around this neighborhood? And I was like, yeah, I live right over there in the gentrified skyscraper.
Nice.
And he's like, yeah, man. And listen, you got any money on you? I was like, no, I don't have any cash. He's like, hey. And I was like, you got Venmo? I will Venmo you right now, and I would have. And he's like, nah, man, I don't got any of that. You want to walk with me down the street to get a sandwich? And I was like, And I looked down the street. It was like 3 blocks away to go get this guy a sandwich. And I just said, absolutely not.
You said absolutely not.
And then I pulled out the 5 and lit it on fire.
Oh, come on.
No, I didn't.
This guy wanted you to go. He wanted to walk you to his favorite sub place, and you didn't give him the. I mean, come on, man. Maybe it was a good place. What did you ask?
It was a Firehouse Subs.
Oh, okay. That's not, it's average, right? I don't
think
know
it's
about
below
Firehouse.
average.
Yeah, that's like Jimmy John's or some shit, right? Jimmy John's might be on the higher end of the chains.
All I know is that Itai from the open mic scene in L.A., he's a cool kid, we know. But I would not trust him making my sandwich. We know he worked at one and got fired at one.
Oh, yeah, that's all I need. No.
I really like the kid, but he's an autistic bisexual Jew.
Mm-hmm.
And he couldn't cut it making Firehouse Subs. Maybe that means they're good. Maybe they actually run a tight ship if they fired his.
I mean, yeah. I mean, maybe he wasn't like maybe they needed more they needed somebody even more like oppressed.
Yeah, he doesn't present. He does. Just really quick story about Itai. When you went up and you just went on an anti-woman rant, unlike anything I've ever heard before.
Okay, it was an average anti-woman. I just said that all the accidents in the airline community recently have been women. And that's all I said, which is true. It's a fact.
This chick gets up there just trembling.
Wow.
And just goes on a 5-minute unfunny rant about how she wants me and Leo to get cancer. I mean, Leo and me to get cancer because I shouldn't have been included.
I don't know why she grouped you in with me. Well, we sit next to each other and hang out, and she's probably heard some rumblings about how big time we are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We get some ass. She doesn't like it. Yeah. But then after she's done and everybody's just really uncomfortable, Itai gets up, the autistic bisexual Jew, and he's like, coming here and complaining about sexism is like going to a plantation and complaining about racism. What do you fucking expect?
That's a really good impression of Itai. Yeah, we have I think me and you have curated like a really nice culture in that place. Like it's become like kind of when we go.
We've made it toxic.
We've made it very toxic, but funny too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The other week, there was a beautiful black woman in her 50s. And
was she in her 50s?
She looked great, but she was in her 50s. She was so hot. But me and Storetti, you guys know Anthony Storetti, we saw her come out of the bathroom, and she clearly wanted me and Storetti to see her tits. Like she shook him a little bit, like messed with him like this, and then like pranced off. And I was like, wow. And then I did just directly from the stage, Jesse, tell her that she had beautiful breasts. And Danny was freaking out, and then she started shaking it at us.
I thought it wasn't going to go over well.
Yeah.
I mean, you really rolled the dice when you looked a black woman in the eyes from the stage. You just said, you got nice And I covered my head a little bit. I was braced, but then she was like, "Oh, thanks, baby."
Yeah, and then she started shaking them everywhere, dude. It was nice.
She was.
We got a show, dude. Now, then she went on stage, shook them like 5 times.
And Leo had a good prediction. Time and Ship, you know him, Jesse, of course. There's an old black guy. He's been on our podcast, actually.
With our rat Ralph, if you remember that episode.
Yep, he's a youth correctional officer who scared Ralph off the podcast, I think in 2022 or something.
Yeah.
But Leo, because this guy is always up there complaining about gay shit and talking about
Yeah.
He's always like, man, you young kids, you need your pills and your TikTok and your vapes to get your card and get some. What's wrong with yo?
Yeah.
What's wrong with yo? You come in here talking about that. I'm going to kick you in the ass. Like, but then Leo's like, watch this. Now that Cheese here, he's going to go up there and he's going to have the best set of his life.
He murdered, dude.
Murdered.
He must have done his stuff from like the ship. He does like cruise ships and stuff. But it's pretty classic.
Yeah, he got up there and he delivered for the hot black woman in the house.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, he did say to her, he's like, man, look at her. I've been playing pocket pool over in my chair all night.
Yeah, and then he's like, man, you could just look at this woman and she'll make you. He said that, dude. It was the best fourth wall of all time.
Yeah, it's our culture we're breeding over there.
Oh yeah, we had a nice time in Huntington Beach, by the way, visiting good old, where Overboard Humor, who I'm very jealous of, honestly, in many ways, after meeting the family he lives with.
Yeah, he got it right. He put his penis on a pedestal. He moved into a beautiful house with the most respectable family I've ever seen. I mean, it's...
Yeah, the mother is... I thought she was like a 25-year-old like sister. I legitimately was like, oh, this is the sister or the older sister or something. And then we went outside. They were like, that was the mom. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overboard's girlfriend is a hot mom.
Mm-hmm.
And her dad is just a respectable, good-looking white man with a BMW, expensive BMW, and he's an accountant. Really nice property down in Southern California. A bunch of golden retrievers, which that screams whiteness and respectability.
Oh, yeah.
And Overboard Humor is there, fouling the place up with his dreadlocks and his aspirations of getting his girlfriend to do OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah.
In their house.
Danny, it's one of the most confusing things I've ever seen. But you know what? He won. I mean, in many ways, Overboard's won.
He better marry her.
He has to.
He's got to marry her, and then he's got to make sure there's no prenup. He's got to work his way into the will.
Yes.
He's got to get in the will, or he's...
Oh, my God. If he gets into the will... Yeah, I mean, otherwise, I guess... I mean, they could support her and him for as long as possible. Like, at some point, maybe he'll wear out his welcome and they'll kick him out. But I don't know.
It's been a long time.
It hasn't happened yet.
He's already knocked her the fuck up, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he knocked her up. He
dude.
knocked her up in the morning, dude. He knocked her the fuck up in the morning.
He filled her up and knocked her up.
Yeah.
And, it's not the first time he's done it. That's what's also confusing about it.
Yeah. Well, they've had some miscarriages, but this is how he's supporting her, plans to support her. He got hit by the car, as you guys know, who listen to this podcast. And I ran the question by the dad. I was just thinking, I was like, when you pictured a son-in-law and a husband to Alex, did you ever think about his profession? Because right now, the guy you're bringing into your family, his profession is, I got hit by a car.
That's it. Dude.
He's getting some payout. He wants $500,000, and that's his career.
You know what? There are worse ways to go about things. I think my Armenian friends would say, oh, bro, that's a full-time job. You have to, when you get hit by a car, bro, you have to commit, bro, for years of your life. If you do, then you get the payout.
Yeah.
But they can't catch you playing softball one time like an idiot. Bro.
Yeah.
They can't catch you going to the gym. He can't go to the gym, play softball, none of that. I played some softball this weekend. God, the weather is just, Danny, me and Jesse were standing out here, and, oh, dude, there were like 3 broads that were like 7s to 9s, dude. There was one Latina with an S for days.
There's a Latina with...
Yeah.
She had a butt.
Oh, a nice one. It wasn't a BBL, Danny, but it was nice.
Okay.
And they're just coming out in droves. I feel like they're coming out in droves right now, the hotties.
The Latinas with big...
Well, it's just like any girl. Like, I feel like...
But mostly Latinas with big...
I wish it was mostly Latinas with big... Because I feel like that's more like in Miami. Like out here, it's just like, Latinas with decent bods. But in Miami, there'd be more like, they commit to the plastic surgery and or squats.
I think mostly in LA, it's Latinas who their bodies are an abomination.
Sometimes.
Mostly.
Okay. You know what? You're right. I mean, the average, weight of a woman in America is 170. And I don't think the Mexican women out here are really watching their weight a lot of the time.
No.
It's just, they both want to, as soon as they get married, it's time to party, dude. You know what I mean? It's horchata every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just turn into that cereal box frame. Just that rectangle. Just that pudgy rectangle.
I think it looks more like a tortilla bag, their frame.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or like a bag of cornmeal.
You know what? But at the same time, You know what I mean? I've had some good experiences with those tortilla bags.
Yeah, the
You know
one who
what I
worked at Ross that you off recently.
Oh, yeah.
Did she have a bag of tortilla flour?
No. She's a pretty curvaceous
Oh,
Latina.
okay.
You
So
know
she
what
had
I
some
mean?
definition.
But she's a mom. You know what I mean? It's just, during her break, it's only half an hour, which is perfect.
Have you hooked up with her more than once?
Yeah. I've gotten a couple times. The old Ross.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. When she comes
Really
over,
close to
does
my
she
place. She doesn't come over. It's all in my car.
in the car?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any sort of sticker she puts on your after she's done, so that loss prevention doesn't? They know you didn't steal anything.
Yeah, she does actually. She puts a little it's this green little sticker with a barcode, and I have to show it to the security guard. That's where it gets kind of awkward.
That's nice.
You know what I mean? I have to.
And she probably prints you out a little receipt. She's got a portable receipt printer. And then after you come, it's just like, ding, and then
There you go.
Yeah, you get a receipt, dude.
Mm-hmm. She's a really good. She uses both hands. I like one massaging the balls. The other one's stroking the old knob.
I like that too, but for you, it's got like the hands got to be bumping into each other.
Oh yeah, why's that? Because my penis isn't big enough for the two hand. Are you trying to say?
Yeah,
I'm a two-hander. All right, there's a little head left over after the two head. It depends, unless this girl is a goddamn behemoth. All right, unless she's got hands like me, I can do this and just a little bit of the head. All right, I got a little head.
Are you sure her fingers aren't interwoven like this?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that. That's not how she's doing it.
Like when somebody's cracking their knuckles and they turn, that.
Yeah, no. She's not no. It's like this. It's one over the other, buddy. No. Oh, really? Right here?
And people can't see this at home, but I'm making a gesture like a Jew looking over some diamonds with his fingers. Just a little. Technically, there's two hands involved, but they don't need to be.
Mm-hmm.
There don't need to be.
No, you're right. I mean, they don't need to be. I did get recognized by a pretty hot college girl at the old Grove the other day.
Oh, yeah?
It's nice.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. She goes
so where's her body now?
Claremont. What's up?
Where's her body now?
Her body is it's somewhere in the national forest out there.
Yeah, it's a good place to put it, dude.
What's up, guys? Wanted to take a break from the pod to tell you for a second about Hims. Now, losing your hair can be a very stressful time. It's happened to a lot of my friends. It's happened to people that are very close to me. And one of my best friends is on Hims. And I can tell you this, 6 months he's been on the treatment now, and his hair is so much thicker and looks so much better. And it's been proven to work over and over again for many years now. So it is something that does work with science backing it. For me personally, waiting 3 to 6 months for some greatness isn't that much. All right. Summer's coming up. You know what I mean? You want to look good? It's time to hop on that Hims. Hims makes treating hair loss simple with doctor-trusted options and clinically proven ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil that can regrow hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. Now, I know it works personally because one of my best friends is on it, and this is before he goes to Turkey to get his hair done or some shit like that. He wanted to start by trying Hims, and now he doesn't really think that he needs to go to get the hair plugs. So it's pretty awesome. If you look at it just from my personal experience, I can tell you that it works. All right. The process is simple and 100% online. Isn't that kind of nice? So there are no uncomfortable doctor visits. You don't have to go in and see some guy in the waiting room or something like that. No insurance is needed. You hear me? No insurance is needed. And it's just one low price, covers everything from treatments to ongoing care. So please check it out. If you're having problems with your hair, I know it can be stressful. This is going to help you guys. This is going to help you attract more ladies, feel more confident in yourself. Start your free online visit today at hims.com/LDS. That's HIMS.com/LDS for your personalized hair loss treatment options. hims.com/LDS. Check it out, guys. Results vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Check it out, guys.
And the Angeles National Forest, it's a really good place to bury you. Okay, so you met a college girl from Claremont.
Yeah. It's gonna be nice. I mean, if I play my cards right.
Yeah.
You know.
Did she recognize you from The Bachelor?
No, buddy, from dannymullen. Oh, wait, you prima noctaing me?
Prima nocta,
You can't prima nocta me on this one.
Dude.
If I find a college girl and she likes the channel, doesn't mean she's got to hook up with you first. I don't know
Jesse.
why. And Jesse now?
Yep.
No, that's not happening.
Yeah,
Come on,
Jesse.
fellas.
Yeah, he's married.
I'm a faithful, loyal Christian man.
I will not have this.
Who loves to see penises?
So
Damn right.
yeah, bro. Anyway, life is good. I'm trying to stay positive because the old, the stock portfolio. I'm thankful that I bought Tesla at 170, but everything else is whatever. The tariffs, I think it's going to work. I actually have a lot of faith in this.
I fired into some stocks this morning.
Nice. It's a good time to buy.
Hopefully it's a good time to buy. Hopefully tomorrow I don't wake up and the market hasn't dropped another fucking 25%. But I fired in on some Tesla,
Smart.
some Biddy, some Nvidia, and some old S&P 500. Yeah, this has been the only time I've been disappointed with Donald Trump.
Yeah, if it affects our bank account, I mean, it's just black and white with us.
It's
you make
pretty
us
black and
more
white.
money, we like you.
Somebody explained this to me recently, that the Democratic Party is the party of wealth. Because when you let in tons of migrants into the country, big corporations and big companies get really cheap labor. And then also the Democratic Party, their policies were super inflationary. Money's getting printed, which means stocks go up, real estate, everything goes up. And now what Trump is doing is he's actually trying to help the working people. He's trying to, I don't know how well this is going to work. I think probably, even if he does try to bring factories back stateside, just the next guys who get elected in the midterms and then the next presidential election are just going to undo whatever he does if the market keeps eating shit. But that's what he wants to do. He stopped illegal immigration, so blue-collar people in America can work for higher wages without all the competition. But now that I always thought the Republicans were the party of the rich and the Democrats were the party of the working class. Now that that's switched, I think I'm a Democrat.
Yeah,
I think I'm Kamala, dude. I think I'm Kamala for life.
I was thinking DEI isn't such a bad idea anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh, why is that?
Because I need somebody to make me some coin in the stock market.
Yeah.
So whatever it is, whatever you have to do with the DEI thing, give all the jobs to all the worst people. As long as I'm making money, I don't care.
Yeah. It's like putting a Pikachu mask on a werewolf. It's like, oh, we're the good party, huh? Help the little black people. Yeah. All right, bunch of cheap labor in here. Pump up the stock market. Let's fucking go. Shady deals for arms dealers. Yeah, I'm Kamala, dude. Yeah. I got no patience for Main Street and a guy who's like a plumber in Arkansas, dude. Yeah. I'm sorry, bro. Hey, I'm trying to take bitches on vacations to Mexico.
Right. All right. And if you want to do that, you need a little bit of extra coin.
Yeah.
You can't do it if you're tight. That's all I'm saying too. And yeah, so now we're Democrats.
Yeah, we're Democrats.
So
we're left now.
We're very left leaning. And in fact, this podcast is going to reflect that from now on. I want everyone to know.
Dude, I mean, if you are a landscape architect and your name is Edwin and you're born and raised in Tuscaloosa, where's the place in Alabama?
Tuscaloosa?
Yeah, it's a stupid fucking name anyway. Let's say you're born and raised in Green Bay. There we go. Wisconsin. Yeah. Fuck Alabama. I hope just your state is invaded by Tren de la Agua Venezuelan gang members. And I hope they take over apartment complexes. I hope they steal your daughter. And I hope they steal your sister. And I hope they humiliate your grandmother in a nursing home sexually.
Oh.
And then I hope that, you get shanked one day when you're trying to design somebody's front yard.
Yeah, and I hope that you get mistaken for somebody else and you get deported accidentally.
Even if you're white, Edwin? Yeah.
Edwin that is a Latino name. I thought you were talking about a Latino because I know at least 6 Edwins.
Really?
Yes. I'm pretty sure I play softball with a guy named Edwin. And he is the most Latino guy ever. His wife brings tostadas and shrimp.
How's his game?
Games. He's all right. He's a little older. He's gained a little weight.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I'm on the I'm in like the mid-range age for the softball team. So I got to do some more mobility stuff because I tweaked my hammy playing in a tournament this weekend. I did hit 2 bombs. I still have the explosive power, that you know about, but I tweaked my hammy and it's because, I'm 245. I'm not sprinting as much as I should be during the week and stuff. So yeah, there is an arc to the careers of the softball players. I'm not going to say I'm on the way down, but it's maybe it's like a little less of a,
Are there really guys who hit more bombs than you out there?
One guy, he's a college kid.
How would he have done at that home run derby?
I would have beat him at the home run derby. But it was like he is just more locked in to just straight from D1 college. He's like 26 years old. He played D1 like 2 years ago. And he hit more bombs 1 year, just last year, in the league than me. But that's okay. Now that I'm actually working with Aaron Judge's hitting coach just on Instagram, but still. And he's getting me locked in.
What do you mean you're working with him?
I watch his reels.
Oh, you engage with his content and he has no idea you exist?
Correct.
Wow. Yeah.
But it's Aaron
You're
Judge's
working with
hitting.
him.
I work with Aaron Judge's hitting coach, teacher, man.
That's cool, man.
Hit me up. I know all about it. Yeah, me and him been working
Keith
together.
Richards is a close personal buddy of mine. I read his book.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah. Him and we do heroin together. I was there when he wrote Moonlight Mile.
Wow.
Because I read his book.
Nice.
Because I engaged with a thingy he did.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that. But see, yeah, I've been working with Teacher Man even and it's been doing real well. It's been going real well. Well, I did 2 bombs on the first game back. So
let me see. Stand up right now and show me your swing.
I don't have to stand
Show me
up,
what's changed. Grab that mic. Grab the handheld mic. Is that on?
Is it?
Is that engaged?
Yeah. All right. So we're going to do. So he does the same thing. Shohei does the same thing, but it's instead of, so for a long time, everybody wanted you to like transfer your weight back this way. And he really says it's better to be about 50-50 and then just like kind of like lift a leg a little bit. So it's more of just like transferring. It's just like kind of already starting most of your weight on the back leg. Then this is the kicker. This is what can change you. All of the force, physics, like literally physics will tell you that all of the force in the swing is literally just a one motion that's right here, that's connected to your hips, elbow, everything kind of connected together. So it's just right there. So a lot of people, the thing that you naturally do when you hit is you try to like extend the area of like strength, like where you're forcing the bat through the whole zone right here. And that's what gets you out. That's what makes you foul off pitches. So if you just think about releasing from right there, it can make you can wait for more on a ball and see where it's going because you're locked into just like releasing right there. So the trigger is actually faster. So that's what teacher man. So Aaron Judge, the best, he's probably the best hitter that we've seen in a long time since everybody started throwing 100 miles an hour, which happened like 5 years ago. Hitting's kind of been down. You know what I mean? Like obviously, like there was a time when Sammy Sosa, you know him well. Sammy Sosa hit 60 home runs,
penis, of course,
3 years in a row back in the steroid era. But pitchers were throwing not as hard and stuff. Now they're throwing harder. But yeah, so the trigger. So you can wait longer because you have this trigger that's just like right there. All you have to think about is this one movement that's literally from here to there. It's just whack.
That's how you wish the Ross woman would have held your penis while you were just doing when he was miming the bat. He had 2 hands stacked atop each other. We know they kind of melt into each other when you get a hand job from her.
Yeah.
They melt in because 2 hands on your penis, that's too much, Leo.
She doesn't want to blow me because she says that she thinks she has a daughter and she doesn't know, like she wants me to get tested if she's going to blow me. And
what is the connection to the daughter?
Well, because she doesn't want to she told me she doesn't want to, she uses the same bathroom as her daughter and that she doesn't trust that I am not putting my penis in just random holes.
So by her logic, you're going to get your dick sucked and that's going to give her an STD that's going to manifest in her pussy.
Correct. She's
going to sit down on the toilet seat. Chlamydia is going to be transferred to the bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And then little Helga, or whatever her fucking name is.
Helga?
Yeah, that's more a white maid name. What's a Latino?
Rosario.
Little Rosario is going to have an itchy box.
It's possible. Can you imagine? Yeah, if I gave a little Rosario an STD, I don't think I could ever look myself in the mirror the same way again.
How old is Rosario?
She's a 5-year-old.
Oh.
What do you mean? Oh.
I thought she was older. I thought she might have like a 20-year-old.
No. She's she had kids like in her 30s. Yeah.
How many kids does she have?
There's one.
One child?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the father?
They were divorced, and I don't know where he is, thankfully. But,
maybe he's in an El Salvadorian prison.
It's very possible. And hopefully he doesn't get out. And
hopefully he's taking Edwin's job up in Wisconsin. Dude, I'm so anti-working class now. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I look at my portfolio and kind of go, oh, I hope everybody who has a job making stuff stateside, I hope all of their jobs get taken by the Latinos. I really can say that now. Cheaper labor rates, Leo. That's what we need.
Yeah. You know, if
We're left. We're Democrats.
We're complete Democrats now.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this. If the stock market starts booming in the next 6 months and we're making coin, then we're going to be Republicans again.
Yeah.
But for
Gotta be
now,
fluid.
right now, we're big on DEI. Is our boy here, Julian Woods.
What's up, dude?
Our guest today is Julian Woods.
Good to see you, dude.
Yeah. We met at a show, right? Yeah, I met you at a show. I don't know if you met Danny. Right there is perfect.
Right over there, you
Into this
fuck.
mic.
Julian, you DM'd me about this trip, didn't you?
I think so.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
maybe the last one. Got headphones on or off?
Headphones on.
Headphones on, you fucking pervert. Nice hat.
I can hear myself.
It's nice, right?
What's going on, cunts?
It's been good,
That's
dude.
right, dude. I was hoping I was going to call you a cunt at some point because I love when the Australians do
That's
that.
a term of endearment. It would have
It
been
is.
good.
Yeah.
If someone calls you mate, then it's bad.
Really? Is that
It's
more
like-
like
It's a
Oh,
fu-
you want to fight, mate?
Yeah.
And then there's
Wow.
like, what's going on, you good cunt?
wow?
Yeah.
So mate is like it's not fighting words, but it is.
It is fighting
is.
words.
Wow.
If you're in the nightclub and someone's like, are you right, mate?
Oh my god.
That's when it's like,
it's on.
let's fuck.
Let's fuck.
Let's fuck.
So
Or
let's-
fight.
So if you go up to a girl and say, "Hey, mate, let's mate," you can that can be a way to like try to come on to her to have sex with her too.
Non-consensual or consensual. It would work.
If you went up to an Australian girl and told her you wanted to mate, how would that go over?
She'd probably slap you.
Really?
Yeah, just call the police.
What if you said she's got a good cunt?
That's good.
Really?
But yeah, you could be like, you've got a good cunt, with a little comma in there.
yeah.
That's some good cunt, you good cunt.
And it's some good grammar too.
It is.
A little comma before the cunt. That's
Comma?
technically correct.
Cunt.
That's interesting, dude. You know, there is an epidemic of hot ass Australian girls that you see on Instagram.
Mhm.
There's a lot of talent
There's
down
heaps
there.
out here. There's a big
beautiful
epidemic
women.
of like disgusting women from here, though.
Uh,
When you say disgusting, what do you mean?
I've not
Hot.
seen one hot girl.
not
in
yet. huh?
LA. That's from here.
All right. Well, where have you been about? And
Like
I'll tell
West
you.
Hollywood, Beverly Hills.
You should be seeing some hotties.
Dude,
Yeah,
none.
you
Well,
probably-
Even in the
mid-city,
clubs.
where
You're
I
probably
live,
seeing a lot of
mid-city,
cock in your face in West Hollywood. A guy who looks like you. That's fucking.
right
Especially
now,
with the hair,
the
too.
stash,
Oh,
the
yeah.
stash and the hair right now is very big in the homosexual community.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'm shaving that straight after I leave here. then.
No, don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
I'm surprised you haven't been seeing just a lot of pelvises, dude. Just a lot of right here as a cock slams into your fucking mouth without your consent.
I'll give you some tips. You got to go to like an Air One, the super
Yeah, no,
high end
I've
market.
been there.
At
I've
the
been
one
there.
in Mid City by the Grove.
Yeah, no, I went to the one in Beverly Hills.
Okay, yeah, that you
It was-
should have.
It was like hot women clothes, like
Mhm.
clothes you'd see a hot girl wearing, but
Okay.
just disgusting
Really?
faces.
Well, Beverly Hills that's too nice.
yeah.
In Beverly Hills, you got to be. I mean, in Beverly Hills, what you're going to get is you're going to get 50-year-old Persian women who are married to 80-year-old Persian men who
Right.
run real estate empires.
Correct.
or tourists. It just felt like a lot of tourists. It
Or
felt like
tourists.
Yeah,
nobody
it could be
belonged
tourists.
there.
Yeah,
If you go to an Air One over in Silver Lake, though,
Ooh.
or in West Hollywood by where
Yeah,
Leo
where
lives,
I'm at.
that's where the aspiring housewives are. They're not housewives yet.
Not yet.
Nobody's put a couple kids in them. They haven't had to degrade themselves by marrying an old rich producer.
Mhm.
So, like, those are the hot. I mean, these girls are soulless fucking cunts, to use your vernacular,
Mate.
and they're evil. But it's you as a visiting Australian. You got to get a look at them. You can see their
Yeah.
camel toe through their fucking
I
yoga
feel like
pants.
the only girls who have shown attention are like staff at
Hmm.
restaurants. Like waiters will be like, "Oh, Aussie, hot Aussie,"
Really?
Yeah.
and then I'll be like, "Let me rape you in the restaurant." Well, yeah, you call it restrooms here,
Yeah.
not toilets. Like,
yeah.
Not toilets. Yeah.
Yeah,
Restroom.
yeah.
Toilet is a word that we really rarely use in America.
yeah, like in Australia, we here you call them plus size models,
Mm-hmm.
but in Australia we call them photogenic fat cunts. So it's like the language barrier's there,
Yeah.
but I understand it.
yeah.
How is the you probably would do well at one of our shows. You can't come this Friday, right?
Yeah, no, I can't. I'm down in Coachella, finger banging.
Yeah, you'll see
the
some
hot girls. Hopefully,
You'll
is
see
it-
some
is it
hotties
Coachella
there.
this weekend?
Yeah.
How old are you, Julian?
27.
Wow. Okay.
But
yeah,
I look like a LA 18. Everybody thinks I'm really young.
yeah.
You look very young.
Yeah, it's adrenochrome. That's why I
Oh,
come out
nice.
here. I come stock up and
The
then I
ki-
fly
The
home.
kids, you got to find a few kids.
Infant blood.
Infant blood.
That's it.
Coachella this weekend, huh?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I'm not going to the actual festival. I'm just going to a house.
To
with
the
a bunch
party,
of
right?
porn
A lot of
stars.
people. do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Finger smash.
Did you work with Bonnie Blue? You were supposed
Yeah,
to, right?
I'm shooting with her tomorrow.
Wow.
Not in that way.
Mhm.
Um,
Although you
that'll be
would-
off camera afterwards.
Ooh. Yeah,
But
she's probably down, right?
Dude, I shot with her in London, and it was very confronting.
Oh.
Like, because I've got a lot of porn star friends back in Australia. They're not porn stars; they're just like OnlyFans whores. But they're not as open. Like the craziest thing you'll get is maybe like a little bit of a spit roast, like a threesome.
Sure.
But then I like rocked up to film with her, and she's like, "Oh yeah, fucking." I don't even know how to do it. Okay, I probably sound the exact same. To
I like
you.
where you're going. Like, oh yeah, I'll fucking suck your dick.
But no,
yeah,
she's
yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, fucking." 17 blokes fucking fired a load on my hair, but my hair stayed in the same spot, and my cunt was fucking, and like last night she just did a gangbang with 50 American porn stars. And she was like, their cocks look like baby arms with apples in their hand. Like, like we were meant to shoot this morning with Nicaraguan, and she was like, yeah, I'm way too sore. My cunt is thrashed.
Her and Lily Phillips, dude. Lily Phillips.
I think they're at it together. I think they're like competing.
I've seen them jerk off. No, they team up sometimes to jerk off a bunch of random fucking guys. Well, something changed since the video I saw.
I think there's
they were allies.
Their roast beefs are beefing.
Yeah. Listen, there's only room for one girl who fucks thousands of dudes. Okay?
That's right.
It's a problem. It's like they have so much in common. They're both, I think, English.
They look exactly the same.
From the exact same sort of like township in England, I think, too.
They both just have very little discretion when it comes to who they sleep with. You think they would be the best of cunts.
Yeah.
But they're not. It's just, it's crazy. And it really is a strange phenomenon. It was like when Limp Bizkit came out and all the other metal bands were like, fuck them, new metal is lame, dude. Like, they don't even have any guitar solos in their music. Meanwhile, it's like, hey, why don't you two fucking judgmental pieces of shit team up against the Backstreet Boys and Britney Spears and all this other shit that's killing music?
Yeah.
People don't understand that.
Yeah, you got to team up, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I think...
It's like in the rap game, the women are honestly kind of almost just as good as the men right now, and they don't team up. They're all beefing.
But I feel like if you're watching like a gangbang scene, not like I watch many.
I do.
But with multiple women, I feel like at the start, it's sort of like any movie, you find your favorite.
Yeah.
You like pick out, I like that one.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's like, I'll ride with that one.
He's right. I watched a lot of gangbang scenes. He's fucking right. Yeah. and then you just got to scrub through to like where that girl is the one getting the dick up her ass.
Right.
And that's where you fucking lock into
it'll
the finish
cut
line,
to like
dude.
the minority getting slammed against a kitchen bench and like, give me back to the white girl. Dude, so many new racial slurs I've learned out. I saw my first Mexican ever.
Wow.
Coming at it.
Ever? There's none.
I've never seen a Mexican in Australia.
He lost his innocence.
At the Mexican restaurants, it's Brazilian and Portuguese women who work.
Really? Oh, they're hot.
That's nice, dude.
But then I saw one for real out here and I was like, whoa, just taking photos of it, like zooming in and shit.
Yeah.
But then like it's unlocked.
Did you call animal control?
Wanted to. I don't know the number for it out here.
Just Google it. It's all good.
But
you should tell, if you see a Mexican, you should call somebody.
Are the Mexicans of Australia the kangaroos, would you say, maybe?
I don't, man, it's weird because like, we're not the, like, white Australians aren't the original Australians.
Right,
but
it's the Aborigines, right?
Yeah, but it's like blacklisted, like literally to talk about them. Not one Australian comic makes Aboriginal jokes. It is like a...
Are they dangerous? Will they come after you maybe, or...
if they can like track you naturally, I don't think they've got phones to see.
Yeah, they gotta sort through like a crow's intestines. That's how they find you.
But like,
and they have a drum circle.
I've never heard any comedian like nail an Aboriginal joke. Like I've got heaps of Aboriginal friends, but like that's just like the one thing that I'd never joke about. Like Andrew Schultz, when he came out years ago before he blew up, he made one like talking about them, and like the room sort of went like silent. Wow. But he was saying how because we find it hard for us to mingle because it's hard to get them to be accustomed to white culture. And Andrew Schultz is like, they're in parks drinking wine. That's all they do because they drink out of what we call goon sacks, which are just like wine casks. Do you know that? Do you have boxed wine?
Yeah, we have boxed wine.
It's a fraternity thing here, not an Aboriginal thing.
You slap the bag. They have like a slapping the bag thing.
Andrew Schultz said if you gave them cheese and crackers, they'd be French. Like, how white do you want them? And like that's hilarious, but like we just don't talk about it.
That's interesting that it's such a sensitive topic out there. Like, it's hard. We sort of have that with slavery and black people, but that sacred cow has been killed.
Yeah, have you ever been to Australia?
No.
When you land on any airline into Australia, they have like a welcome to every event, everywhere you go. They like, it's called, acknowledgement of country. And they're like, we like to acknowledge the local indigenous people everywhere you go.
That's
like,
starting to happen here. We went out to Alcatraz Island, for instance. Just anything that has any ties to the Indians, they now are starting to pump that up. Like, check this out. Alcatraz Island is a famous prison in San Francisco. Have you heard of it or seen it?
I've heard of it from like movies. And
yeah.
So basically, the Indians used to go out there and fish or whatever. And then at some point in the 1900s, some wise guy in San Francisco is like, yeah, we need this for our bootleggers, see? We need it for the prisoners. And they went out there, and there was like one guy out there with a net, like, how? And they're like, scram, scram. And then they just started like booting, they just annihilated all traces of Indian culture up until like the 1970s, where the first lesbian from UC Berkeley took a paddle boat across the bay over there and started, and now we went there in 2023. All it is just a shrine to natives. Like, I thought this was a prison we were visiting. Yeah. Is this supposed to be? Remember, there were just teepees and fucking everything. The water tower had Native American branding.
Oh, yeah. You're making me feel, you know what? I'm going to look up what land we're standing on right now, and we're going to do a land acknowledgement to the people that once had this land.
I feel like I'm back home.
You guys chat it up. I'm going to look this up.
All right. So,
but yeah, like, no, all these new racial, because like, love our racial slurs out in Australia.
Yeah.
Love them. For all the ones that we don't have. But then I've never learned any of them for like Mexicans. And then like I was with...
Well, I can help you with that.
I'm Latino, so I can say...
Yeah, what's the difference between
He calls me... Well, I'm Argentine. I'm South American. Argentinian, Colombian.
Yeah.
And he thinks I'm Mexican. He just calls me Mexican.
I thought so too.
That's what people... Yeah.
But yeah, no, we wouldn't even call him Latino out there. We just call him like, South American, Central American.
Yeah, but here we call him... or
Beaners.
Yeah,
that's one that I heard.
Beaners is
you fucking
we that's the one we do have to bleep that one. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
The one that I just said.
No, you're good. No. Mine.
What did you say?
I just went hard on
you piece of shit. You piece of shit.
But yeah, no, like pintos. That's just hilarious. It's just like food they
There's
eat.
some good ones. You know, the best thing about the Mexicans are amazing because they're probably the best.
They're the coolest people I've met out here.
Exactly. The best comedic crowd. Like our show, if you would have done it on Friday, it'd be about 50% Latino Mexicans.
Yeah, I think it was that when I was like last time.
The last when you went,
Yeah.
That's what'll happen. And no, they're amazing, but yeah, they're not very sensitive at all. Like usually, I mean, we did get jumped by a group of Mexicans one time.
Yeah, we
did. I think I saw that video out at like some like ranch or some shit.
Yeah. You don't get too close to a Mexican, Julian. That's my only advice I give.
It was someone called me that. That's how I learned the word because like I only just shaved it, but I had like a goatee.
And they were you looking Latino.
Yeah, no, but someone was like, "Oh, and I was like, "What the fuck did he just say?" And I was like, "Dude, that's like a slur for a
Somebody
Mexican."
called you a beater?
Yeah, outside of Catch.
That's crazy, dude.
In West Hollywood?
Yeah, and the homeless here. What? I didn't think there was that many until I came to this part because I'd just been up like the Sunset Strip.
Yeah.
Where are you staying?
Hotel Ziggy. Like opposite the Comedy Store.
Okay,
nice.
So right by the Andes, dude.
That's nice.
The Andes is where I throw down. That's where Led Zeppelin used to stay.
Yeah, true.
The Andes, it's right across from like the Sunset Tower, that old Art Deco one, right next to the Comedy Store.
It's super nice there. Like it's nice there. And then like, I was in the Uber coming here and I was like, oh yeah. Yeah. But you guys have crack. Mm-hmm. I smoked crack with a valet guy the other night for the first time. That was sick.
Wait a second. You actually smoked crack?
Dude. Coke is amazing. In Australia, Coke's like $350 a gram.
Oh, wow.
And it's cut to the shit. But that's just the pure shit. And I got it off a valet guy.
I would never do that. I would never do that again if I were you.
Why?
What did you... you might have smoked that.
Are you doing a bit? I don't believe you.
No, I swear to God.
So this guy said, I have crack. He said, I have crack.
Well, the thing is, in Australia, crack is meth. We call crack...
Meth?
Meth.
Oh, you smoked meth?
Yeah. No. It was crack.
Like real crack?
Good crack.
Wow.
But like, our meth... We call it ice or crack because we don't have crack cocaine in Australia.
Why'd you smoke crack?
Because I wanted to try it. It was sick.
Is it because you watched fucking that movie with DiCaprio?
No, it was no movie. I was just like, I want to try crack. It's like I wanted to try authentic Mexican from like And
crack here
I want
is
to
always
smoke crack with a
We've
valet
seen
guy.
so many homeless people that are addicted to crack, looking so disheveled on the streets. It's the one drug, kind of like I haven't delved into meth or crack.
No, but that's the thing. The homeless here, they're crackheads. Back home, we don't have them. We sort of just like hide them under the bridge, like the Aboriginals. But
Good.
our crackheads are on meth, so they're sort of there, like just like building a television remote out of a water bottle, you know? Just like,
Yeah. We
but
got
your
that too.
crackheads are walking in tutus with a toy dinosaur.
Mhm.
It's a whole different game here. It's sick.
Well, you're pretty close to West Hollywood, so there's gay crackheads. The gay crackheads, like, they know where to gravitate toward to get some gay homeless sex.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to do a $2 blowjob challenge down at Skid Row.
Oh,
But I feel like you guys are definitely the people to talk to, like, on advice for that. Because I've seen you guys have done heaps of videos in those disheveled, fucked up areas.
yeah.
I just want to see
Danny likes going late at night. I think it's pretty safe during the day, though.
$2, like, to see if I can get some fucking dome for $2, but then 2 weeks later, when I'm back in Australia, get an STD check, STI, whatever you call it out here, and see if it's safe.
And you got to pay for it with a $2 bill. That should be part of the show.
Do they have a $2 bill here?
There's $2 bills.
I've just got fucking hundreds, mate, you know?
Yeah, I mean, hey, I light $5 bills on fire.
Yeah, I was talking about that earlier.
Yeah, $1 bills is crazy. We just have coins, but like, I usually just go keep it.
Who's on your money? Like some obscure fucking parliamentary figure?
We have the Queen, the King.
Of England?
Yes. Yeah.
Is that insulting?
Random, I don't know. Like, and then just
you should
random
be as
people.
offended as the Aborigines are. you should be upset, dude.
I don't really, I don't usually keep cash. I just,
the
Once
old
you
tap.
fuck
The old
off.
tap, yeah.
It'd be funny if on all of your money it was just people from Lord of the Rings.
that's New Zealand. That's not even
It's
as
close, though. It's fucking
close enough,
close.
right,
That's like Hawaii to us, dude.
Yeah, but that's still your country.
I mean, what else is
but
Australia?
the majority of people who are in Australia, like, do you guys have many Polynesians out here?
Dude,
yeah, we got everything.
Too many.
Yeah, everywhere in Australia. It's just whites, Polynesians. That's it.
Julian, I want Aragorn on the 100.
Who the fuck is that?
He's the fucking handsome guy.
Bring him up, dude.
From what?
Lord of the
Lord of
Rings.
the
I've never
Rings.
even seen Lord of the Rings.
Oh, you gotta go do that
that's
tomorrow.
your national film.
You were giving me
That's
movie
the only-
recommendations.
That's the only great film your country has produced.
It's not my country.
It's your country.
Your guys' country produced it, but filmed it near
Zealand.
ours.
Dude, you guys, New Zealand, Tasmania, and you know
Tasmania
what?
is Australia.
Samoa, it's all
That's
part of the
nowhere
same.
near us.
Yeah, Samoa's part of you.
It's like an 8-hour flight away.
You guys, Hawaii is pretty much Australia to me too.
Yeah.
What else? Fucking the Galapagos Island. That's in the Atlantic, isn't it? Nah, it's Australia
Oh,
now.
Australia.
Tasmania is like a 20-minute trip.
Is it really?
Yeah. Like Tasmania's down the bottom. That's like our inbred, like incest, like.
I want to go to Tasmania.
Is that where we
But
would go?
that's why
Yeah.
Tasmania is the reason we don't have guns. I shot a gun for the first time yesterday in Vegas.
Wow.
Holy shit. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's like a second dick, dude.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
Like in 1996, we like one absolute Fruit Loop whack job, just killed a bunch of people at like a war memorial. And then we were just like, yeah, well,
No guns.
no guns. Here you go, sir.
Kind of
So,
ironic.
so it's really, you cannot own a gun in Australia.
You can, but like on the street for like drug dealers, it's like $19,000 for a handgun.
Wow.
For a clean one. If you want one that's like been in a lot of crimes and they can trace it back to like
Right.
a murder or an armed
Sure.
robbery or something, then it's cheap. But for
Wow.
a clean gun with like the serial numbers gone, probably like $19,000 on the street.
What's the penalty like in terms of time in
If
jail?
you get caught with an illegal firearm, it's minimum 1 year jail. But
Okay.
I got convicted for drug trafficking and I only got 4 years, but I didn't have to serve a single day in prison.
Why?
Wow.
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Just money. Just paid it.
Yeah,
We
smart.
call them barristers.
That's right. That's why him and I were just talking about this earlier. That's why we're joining the Democratic Party because Trump's trying to look out for the working man.
Yeah, fuck
And I'm the kind
Yeah.
of big dick motherfucker who's trying to get out of drug trafficking charges.
Yeah.
If I, strangle a prostitute in Mexico,
Just move to Australia.
yeah,
Like,
I think I
sounds
might.
good. What were you trafficking?
Ecstasy and cocaine. Little
It was in
pills.
And
pounds?
minors.
What?
Well, how much did you
And
have?
but I didn't get caught for that, so we'll have to bleep that one out.
Did you, how much did you have on you where they?
I didn't get caught with anything on me. I got snitched in through like a phone investigation, but they were like, they were saying that it was like 6,000 ecstasy tablets a week.
Wow.
But
were you making some coin?
Maybe.
You smoking
maybe.
crack seems more believable, though.
Bro, man.
No, do you have a picture? Or you have a video?
Of me smoking crack?
Yeah.
I've got one afterwards.
Okay, by the way, we are on the Tongva people's land right now. This was the land
who?
of the Tongva. Let's look them up. The Tongva indigenous Indians. These are the people that lived all over this area. Tongava.
Just so you believe me, I'll show you what I was like.
They are, Danny. Those are the people.
Hey,
all right.
And to honor him, I'm going to go out back and take a shit in a hole.
Well, that might plant a nice little tomato tree or something, because that is how it works. Yeah.
That's what I used to be like before comedy.
Wow.
Is that a pipe?
Yeah, that's a meth pipe.
Yeah.
With me passed out with the one in my mouth, and then
wow.
That's a nice little compilation of my mugshots.
Wow.
From 15 till 23.
Damn, you're a wild card, man.
But I look like a bit of a beaner there, right?
Yeah, you really do look like a beaner.
You do.
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, right there. That guy's name is like
Julian.
David Carrasco.
Julian Woods.
Julian Woods, dude. Damn,
Did you say there was a 40-year-old virgin?
Yeah, he was supposed to come, but he overslept, that little bastard. But yeah, he wanted to rip him.
Wait. So we started the podcast at 4:30.
Yeah.
So he slept until when?
3:30. And then I I hit him up. I was like, Fez, you coming?
Yeah.
He's like, no, I can't come. It's hours away. He's like, it would take me hours to get there.
What is that accent? What's that?
He's Nicaraguan, and he came over when he was 14. So you don't drop it unless you come over after or before 11.
My friend owns a hostel in Nicaragua and says it is a wild place.
Can't be that profitable, that hostel.
Yeah, no, it's closed down.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, no, he started one up in Thailand, and that one's
hostel in Nicaragua. That's like opening a jewelry shop in fucking Somalia.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
You're going to deal with some credit cards that don't go through.
Yeah. Or some guys who just walk in with an AK-47.
My credit card got skimmed while I was here. I don't know how. Really? That's never happened to me in Australia. Within a day, I got a text from my bank being like, yeah, your card's been cancelled. Skimming device out here.
Wow.
So that's great.
It doesn't happen that often. It has happened to me, but only like probably once or twice.
I don't know
in my
anybody
career.
on Earth from Australia at all who's ever been skimmed.
Did you pay the crack smoking valet with a credit card?
Yeah.
That might be the connection.
I didn't pay him. He gave it to me.
The guy that gave you the crack skimmed the card.
I think
it's 100%. It's guaranteed. Well, you doing crack though? Let me. Okay. Why did you do that? I'm trying to wrap my head around that because, like,
have you met an Australian before?
You guys are wild like that. Yes, I have.
We like to party. Like, you guys drink.
Some of the happiest people.
I reckon I'd put a wager down that I'd outdrink both of you.
Really?
I believe that. Oh, I mean, I can
drink.
Leo can drink. I guarantee you could outdrink me.
But I'll go for like 5 days.
Oh, you one of those guys?
Yeah.
Well, you're 27. You still got that like.
But I've been doing that since I was 16.
Do you still party? Do you still drink now? Like, how much do you drink like on a weekly basis?
I know it depends what I'm doing. I went sober for a while in October because I what's the word for it? Horrifically assaulted my girlfriend. I'm kidding. No. I just kept like because I was doing coke so much because like I did it probably every day for like 9 years.
Wow.
And then I would go into like psychosis.
You look pretty good for a horrible drug addict and drinker.
Yeah.
You do look pretty good.
Vitamin C serum.
Yeah.
Just skincare. That's it.
Australia.
It's good air down there or something.
Yeah, must be, dude. What the fuck
Maybe they're injecting all the venom from the poisonous snakes, dude.
Yeah, we just don't have shit in our food. You guys, man, something like I had Chick-fil-A and afterwards I wanted to rape. Like my hormones.
It's the seed oils.
Because you guys have like GMOs, like added hormones.
Steroids and shit.
Like every piece of chicken is perfect here. But I ate chicken and have just been like FaceTiming my bitch back home being like, I want to like express post my cock to your cunt.
So
now.
Cancel those Blue True subscriptions. Get on that Chick-fil-A, dude.
No, but like, and then even last time I was out here with her, we were fucking like rabbits, man.
Wow.
Just because, it just must be the food or the crack.
It's probably also jet lag. Jet lag gets your...
I don't get jet lag here.
You get jet lag.
No, you guys are 6 hours apart. Like, you guys, it's 6 hour difference, but we're in a day in the future.
Right.
So, like, for me, I left at 10 p.m., which would have been, 4 a.m.? Fell asleep straight away, woke up. bender. So it's like there's no such thing as jet lag for me because I could go 4 days on coke and beers and then fall asleep for like 12 hours and then wake up at like 6 p.m.
So what's your work schedule like when you're out here? Because between threatening to rape your girlfriend and smoking valet crack, I just want to know, are you busy?
No. Well, I was in Vegas on the weekend. I didn't drink a drop of alcohol there because I had to work. I could settle down.
Were you doing shows, videos?
No, I just had to do like some gambling brand deals just to sell, like online casinos to minors back home.
Yeah, you got to do that. Sometimes, hey, here's the thing. Those gambling sites, they fucking pay.
Dude.
And there are some of the only sites that will mess around with our kind of content.
Dude, well, all of my followers are just like degenerate scums who love like rape or pedophile jokes. So it's like that.
Very similar to our fans.
Yeah.
Man, like the guys that I used to work with, Marty and Michael, so I was like their producer and filmer and editor. And they showed me your stuff. And it was like, I think the first thing we watched was like you telling some random cunt that you had a dead dog hanging in your basement. And you're like, that's our shit.
Dude,
that's,
hell yeah.
I was just being honest.
But
dude, it seems
truthful.
like Australia, it might be like a little hub that we don't know about. That we might, like, murder.
Like that's the thing. It's woke as shit out there though. Like everybody there, because like think about what television shows have you seen from Australia? Like
I just know that
Lord of the Rings.
Hemsworth was in like one of the, like a soap out there.
No, fuck that shit. Like, have you seen Chris Lilly? Like,
no,
you've never seen Summer High Tide. He like. Man, it was huge out here, I swear. Like, Justin Bieber was quoting it when he came. He only just got cancelled, but he was playing, like, Jonah from Tonga, and he's in brown face. Wow. He played a rapper called S. Mouse, and it was filmed here. And he's in full blackface and saying the N-word, like, around, like, American act. But, like, it was our #1 show on television.
What?
Like, the most popular, like,
we gotta check this guy out
as well.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of this guy?
He's only just got cancelled, but like even the Chasers, we had this guy dress up as Osama bin Laden and get through the G20 summit when George Bush was in America to the front of his hotel. Like went through security in a motorcade dressed as Osama bin Laden. Like they sort of make a realistic wish foundation, and it was like a fake ad where it's like, oh, little Timmy wants to meet Brad Pitt before he dies. He's dying in 4 days, so here's a stick, you little cunt. And then like,
my God.
But that's what our TV was like, but now it's just like woke as. That's why when I did my stand-up tour last year, it was like in time with the Trump shit, and it was like make dark humor great again because everybody loves it.
Yeah,
but everybody pretends they don't because they're just sheep, you know?
No, yeah. Do you know Isaac Butterfield?
Yeah. I don't know him personally. A lot of my friends do, but like we're in Australia, man. That's why I love it out here because it's like, do you know what tall poppy syndrome is?
Yeah, is it like a Bonnie Blue, Lily Phillips situation?
Sorta. It's like small. We call it small poppy syndrome, but it's like as soon as anyone's big there, it's like everybody's in competition with each other, and it's just like it's like school lunchtime. You know, there'll be like the jocks, the chess club. You know, like but then it's like
we know which table Leo would be sitting at.
Yeah, the fucking
table.
Yeah, no, but
we gotta bleep that. But it was really funny. It was really funny.
That is very, very funny.
Yeah, so I just want to say, Julian said that Leo would be sitting at the table with the homosexual Latinos.
You get it.
That's essentially what he said.
Yeah, the maggot.
No, but like they'll be like like we're all comedians, right? Like you guys will link up with like other creators, stand-ups, all of that. But it would be like, oh, there's the stand-ups, and there's like 6 of us who actually make money. And I probably talk to one of them, you know, and then the others you'll inbox and be like, hey, man, your show's... Like I DM'd Chris D'Elia while I was in Vegas. 2 minutes later.
And he sent you a dick pic back.
Dude, me and him
he's my
played...
boy,
we love
he's my boy.
Me and him played Brisbane when I was filming my debut special. Played Brisbane, like my hometown, on the same night at sister venues. And now both of those venues, which were like the premier venues for comedy, don't do comedy anymore because we got so many complaints, both of us on the same night.
Damn.
Now it's like I still can't book my next tour because it's like we are banned everywhere.
So that's a problem. See, in America, that cancel culture exists, but it doesn't really have a lot of pull when it comes to, if you can sell tickets, a venue's going to fucking book you. They don't give a shit.
Yeah, they don't care.
UK's the same. Like, my primary audience is America. So 52% of my audience is American. And then it's like UK, and then Australia is like number 4. I think like Bali, Indonesia's number 3 or something.
Random.
I feel like Bieber when I go there. Oh, Julian.
No way.
You're like,
Damn, I want to go,
fuck
dude.
off, you little cunt. Like, but you don't need security out there because they're like 5
They're
foot.
so little. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but
Australia. I want to go to Australia if there's a lot of these guys.
Yeah,
dude.
there's hot ass chicks.
And then
Dude.
the hot ass chick.
But that's the
thick
thing.
white girls with asses out there.
The
Huh?
hottest girls that I've seen here, I've gone up and like, I'll go talk to her. And she's like, "G'day, cunt." And it's like, "Oh, you're another Aussie." And like, they're all coming here at the moment for Coachella. Like, all my like hot friends from back home are posting that, that stereotypical boomerang down the escalators at the airport with the "Welcome to United States." But
damn, dude.
just go to West Hollywood tonight and just rape. That's what I was going to say to your 40-year-old virgin mate.
So,
like, but he didn't.
well, he is kind of gay too. So, like,
Yeah, we
if
think he is.
and
yeah, doesn't count.
yeah. I mean, if
Gays are horny, man.
yeah, no,
I know.
and rape isn't a thing in West Hollywood.
do you know how
like
many
it's
times-
for gay people?
You can't. I don't know that it'll happen.
If you do
It'll-
enough stimulants,
you'll do
you're
it.
gay.
So the coke. What was it? Just
It's more meth people like that.
I've only done coke like probably 10 times in my life, and it's never
I've
like.
done coke 10 times today.
What is it like? Would you just? How much was the most that you did like in a day? Because like at some point you just need loads and loads.
Yeah,
right?
that's a problem though. I'd say probably 6 grams, but I had a minor heart attack though.
Oh my
when I was
God.
like 19, and they just like spray shit under your tongue, and then you're back to normal again.
Wow. Yeah, dude. I had played this tournament in softball because a guy died, and he was an overweight guy that loved cocaine.
So you just
It's a bad combination.
So, how did playing softball help him?
Well, we benefited his family. We had to pay like be in the tournament, and then like the fun, the
and the family
pot.
just bought coke with it.
Yeah, the family might have bought coke. The
And then-
wife looked like she might have indulged as well.
Yeah, and Leo got handsy with her.
I did.
I mean,
wanted
while
to
the
be
body was not yet cold of her dead husband.
I told her
Fuck
that I could be a supportive. You know, if she
Yeah, I'm
wants to
still
come over.
I'm looking for the what do you call them here? Like the 45 degrees, like the vent hangers.
Oh, you got to. We'll show you. Go
MacArthur
right
Park,
around here.
MacArthir Park, buddy.
Don't go there. I wouldn't go.
If you
there
want to
if I
see
were
him, go to
Where
MacArthur
should
Park.
I do the $2 blowjob challenge? 'Cause I-
Skid Row during
Skid
the day.
Row's good.
During the day.
Skid Row is sketchy, but it's actually kind of safe because it's actually legitimately just homeless people who want food. MacArthur Park is drug addicted people and gangbangers selling them
Like,
drugs.
the worst gang, which is MS-13, has got a spot. And,
Let's go there.
oh,
Dude, I'm done at MacArthur Park. Like, I've gone 4 times and I've gotten almost into a serious altercation every single time.
Yeah, how have you guys not been shot?
well,
We were always when we watched your videos, we'd be like, how have they not had holes put?
Well,
all
we do.
through
We
them?
always talk about safety first. You know what I mean? That is it doesn't seem like it, but it is safety first.
Yeah, I'm so glad
Yeah.
I would get shot because I'd get too like I go up to people in Australia and like I'm getting cancelled in Australia right now
For what?
for being a pedophile. Not really.
You did a
But-
skit.
No, I did a skit where I'm like dressed as my Eugene Buffalo character, which is sort of like unfitted jeans, polo shirt tucked in.
Mm.
It's a pedophile, you know?
Sure.
Like, and I walk up to this single mum and I'm like, "Oh, excuse me. I know it'd be a bit different with the age gap and all that, but I'd love to maybe take you to dinner or something more sometime soon." And then she goes, "Honey, I'm old enough to be your mum." And I take off my glasses and I'm looking at her kid and I said, "Who the fuck was talking to you?" And then, but it was paid actors because
Right.
I'm not that stupid
That would be
to do that. Everything else, I'll do it. Like I'll go up to golfers and just beg them to suck their cock on the green. And then
do you have a video of that?
of the golf or
I
Yeah,
want
the
to see you
golf
begging a
sounds-
golfer to suck
That sounds
their dick.
great. I'll tell you the craziest thing he made me do that never made it to a video. He made me go up to this fucking giant fat guy and just oink like a pig.
I'd do that, but that's the thing. I'd get too comfortable here and I'd just get shot. So this
All right.
video here, we were driving past this. We were trying to film something else, and I was in the pedophile outfit. We just saw this lonely cunt on the green, and then the guy I was with, Willem Powerfish. He's just like this. He makes homoerotic.
William Powerfish?
Willem Powerfish.
How do you spell that last name?
Powerfish.
I love that, dude.
Powerfish.
Powerfish.
But he
Great
just
name.
makes like homoerotic fishing videos.
That's hilarious.
He was in his underwear and he was like, I'll just come pretend to be your dad. But like this guy and his family, messaged me begging me to take it down.
No.
I told him to suck my cock.
Oh, no way, dude.
Just a tap in from there. How long you been playing for? Eugene. Well, lovely to meet you, mate. You're not looking for any like entertainment, are you? I love sucking off golfers. Hey.
What are you doing? Get fucking home.
Why?
When did you get out of home? Told me to do the fucking dishes. Hurry up.
Go away, Dad.
I love sucking off golfers.
Is that
We
Will
had to
Power?
cut so much
Talking
out
about-
of this. Yeah, that's Willem.
Because he likes coming down here and fucking breaks out of home and asks golfers to suck him off.
I didn't. Well, please.
I'm just
I'm just going down here.
Breaks
Please,
out and
Walker,
wants to
suck
suck
it
them off. Oh, this is-
Please.
You better go home, mate. Hurry up.
No, please. I'll suck it. I'll suck. Remember that? Well,
dude, I had to cut. So I chased him for a
Please.
long time.
please don't care about my
Suck it
dad. I
off.
just want to suck you off. Well, please.
Like we had to cut so much out. Like
I love. I have
try
not grown up yet. I'm 38, but that is absolutely hilarious to me, and I cannot doubt. We do a similar bit. He makes me do this like where one time we told a couple of black guys that I sucked one dick in college, and they just left. They could not have hated me more.
Oh, they were
immediately.
over it, dude.
what would you call that here? Like because we call it sus humor back. Everybody's like that. That is like the thing. But I feel like it's a white thing. Just
Yeah,
like
I would
pretending
say
to be gay when you're not.
Yeah, pretending to be
Yeah.
gay when you're not is definitely a white.
Like
thing,
calling your straight friend a
yeah.
will always be funny.
Always, forever.
Are you doing that every time you need a bleep?
yeah. There's been a lot of slurs.
YouTube's a little crazy nowadays, but you got a pod going too now. I saw that.
I just started it, but
It's doing pretty well.
It was meant to be a talk show,
Mhm.
but then I got cancelled, so I had to like reply
Mm.
with addressing it. Because the thing is, there's
What'd
this
you get canceled for again?
The
For being a pedophile.
Oh, the
Yeah.
pedophile thing. Yeah,
But
yeah.
the thing is, this guy who called me out, he's like this Polynesian ex-biker, right? And weird mix. But he makes videos, horrible iPhone shot, tripod, ring light sort of videos of him pretending to talk to his son who's brought home a transgender or something,
Okay.
and then whips his son with a belt. So his videos are like badly made skits about domestic violence or like hate crimes.
Sure.
And he called me out and goes, hey, tell me if you think this is funny, like content cop sort of shit. And then my video played of me going up to the single mum and goes, hey, I don't really know if you think this is funny, but if you came up to my wife and kids, we'd be fighting, brother.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm like, yeah, of course he would, because it's not real.
Right.
You fucking idiot.
Yeah, paid actors. I saw you post the video without the blurs and stuff. Yeah.
And then like I posted like bloopers and then I commented on his thing and then all of a sudden like all these like tough guys are like, 10,000 death threats I copped, my parents' address posted.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
it's
We've
like-
been there.
And then I replied with me putting up a stand-up clip being like, oh, my girlfriend calls me all sorts of cute little nicknames like, no, stop it, please help me get out of my cubicle, stop it. I go, no, I'm kidding, nah. She calls me manipulative and delusional, which are massive words for an 8-year-old. And then they're all like, I'm just like riling them up again. But then and then he's made another 5 videos on me. Like, because the video got 65 million views in 2 days. So he's obviously like seen
What?
it and gone
On which platform?
Instagram. And then I think it got like only like 7 million on others. Fucking shit.
65 million?
In like 2 days.
Damn it, that's annoying.
And he
65 million people think you're a pedophile.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
but he's
that might be the title of the podcast. 65 million people think this guy's a pedophile.
but he's obviously seen that and been like, I'm going to try and get views off it. And it worked. But the thing is, I got mass reported and shadow banned. So me replying to it was getting fucking no views. So I
Wow.
couldn't, I was like in a UFC fight with no arms.
Oh.
It's like being a little fucking amputee nugget and trying to roll in a BJJ gym, you know?
Yeah.
Like you're done.
Yeah.
But then like did a bit of housekeeping and got like a detective who works in the child SA unit
Mm-hmm.
to try and like inform me.
I
on
like how
stuff.
after everything we've said on this podcast, you abbreviate sexual assault.
Yeah, no, well, I don't want you to bleep too much shit. But yeah, so like, got her on and like learnt stuff about it, but she was just boring. And you know, women, they just keep fucking talking. So it was like a 3-hour podcast.
Yeah.
Ended up cutting it to 40. But then she's like texting me after being like, yeah, my husband watched it, like, was really good. And then like big, long novel, you know, women. And then she just said, oh yeah, my husband just got diagnosed with cancer. And I was like, fuck, now I need to be nice to this woman. So now we're just like friends and we just converse. But yeah, women.
Wow.
So speaking of women, let's talk about Coachella this weekend because I'm going out in that direction to film a video in an undisclosed location. But what's your plan for Coachella? When are you heading out there?
So I'm heading out there, I think Thursday or Friday, but like I'm going down with the Pillow Talk podcast.
Oh, wow. That is, it's all the porn stars.
Yeah.
I'm going to be finger painting some puss this weekend.
Yeah.
Actually, we might have to cut that.
Yeah, because you're chick, dude. Yeah. What about your chick, dude? You guys monogamous?
Doesn't sound
Yeah. Well, she's a parole officer at the
wow.
same office that I used to report to. That's not how I met her. I raped her in the street. But no. So she got the job after I was there, but it was weird because I would go out drinking with them and they'd be like, do you know anywhere I can get some? And I'm like, you're sending people to prison for that shit.
Hypocrites. Everybody is. You know, everybody's a hypocrite.
So Coachella this weekend, you're just partying in a house. You're not going to see...
I don't know what we're doing. Like, I don't know the plan yet. I know that there's like...
There's massive parties like after Coachella that are you're probably going to get into one of those.
There's Australian OnlyFans girls messaging me, being like,
chick?
just got to LA.
Oh, that's nice, dude.
Let me see that,
nice.
dude.
You can send her over to us, dude.
Who?
No, the Australian OnlyFans chick, but this is his chick, dude. Damn, dude. What's up, baby? No, but yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm memorizing the name. I'm memorizing the name. Shorna. That's not the girl.
Yeah, that's his girlfriend.
That's his girlfriend.
That's his girlfriend. He's in a monogamous relationship.
And then he's got
pop-up notifications of DMs from the porn star.
From porn stars.
That's good.
That's our kind of guy, dude. Julian Woods is our kind of guy, dude.
Yeah, your girlfriend's not going to see this. It's okay. You're going to finger blast.
Do you
the
think
porn star.
she'd watch? She watches any pod that you're on? Maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. No,
she knows who you are. Though.
I'm a comedian.
He's a rake.
That's what
dude.
you are.
He's a comedian rake.
Oh yeah, he's a comedian rake.
But yeah, no, like I definitely want to go out and shoot shit outside of the house. Like I want to do this skit where it's like gender reveal gone wrong and get like all the girls and get like, you know, those obnoxious big black balloons, but fill it with fake blood. And then like 3, 2, 1, and then it's a miscarriage, and then all the guys are like lads. Or just like both.
We wanted to do a skit one time where we went to a Planned Parenthood and did like a Gatorade shower when it was like a miscarriage or something.
And like you guys doing stand up, you're so lucky with the crowd work shit. Like there's so many freaks out here. Like in Australia, you're crowd working, you're like, hey mate, what do you do for a job? And he's like, I'm an electrician. You're like, oh, sick. What do you do, mate? I'm an electrician. Oh, cool. Bitch up the back. What do you do? Admin. For what? An electrician. Cool. Like, it's just boring as shit.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you got freaks in LA. That's
but here, you got like some fat tard with one arm, blue hair. Oh, yeah. It turns out like there's
a 90-year-old guy who comes to every single one of our shows. There's always an army of little TikTok-looking fuckers in the front row. There's always
a Muslim lady. She comes.
There's always a deranged Mexican man who drug his wife in.
Speaking of army, not of TikTokers. Sorry. Army, you guys love your army out here. Like, support our troops.
Well, most people, not everybody.
I got kicked last time I was here, last August. I was going to a Rams game and we got kicked out of the Uber because I was just shit talking the army. Because in Australia, our army, they're good for 2 things: Tinder Gold subscriptions and for getting free coffees at cafes.
Yeah.
Like, if you were like, oh, decapitation to a army guy out there, they'd be like, decaffeination, I'll get 2 shots of my latte, please. Like, they're retards. Like, we call them AJs, which are like army jerks. Like, they don't know.
Really?
Yeah,
like,
when's the last time? I mean, I think we might have done some joint operations in Iraq.
Yeah, with Australia?
There's definitely, like, Australian troops out there doing shit, but 90% of them are getting cappuccinos at cafes.
Well, there's a famous like TikTok video of a person going around asking, what why they were in the armed forces to a bunch of people in America, and most of them were like, "Oh, I want free school," or "I want this," and they didn't look very athletic, and they're definitely not out there fighting. Maybe one of them's a drone operator. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like you need to be too much of an athlete or
every billboard's like veterans, injury lawyers, and then like even at the Rams game, it was like veteran of the game, and then it was just like. Some guy and it was just like did one trip to Afghanistan.
They need to. I mean, it is if somebody invades, if shit goes bad with China, they are going to be the first people to die, and therefore we should honor them absolutely. But also,
Australian people are going to be the first ones to die because they'll be up there with their fucking iced latte, being like, "What do we do?"
Yeah, totally. And the Chinese are going to use Australia as a base.
Do they still have like war rules?
But the Geneva Convention. But fuck those. You never.
No. Like. You know how, like, in the World Wars, how it was, like, there was rules.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't fight after 5
The Geneva Convention, right? Isn't that what that is?
Yeah. I think that's what it's called. That's what I've heard.
Yeah,
not allowed to shoot a medic.
You are, yeah.
No chemical warfare, no, like, shooting people out of uniform.
There's a whistle.
Bullets, the bullets have to be...
They have to be, like, full metal jacket. They can't be expanding hollow point rounds.
Exactly.
Yeah, there are rules of war.
Why?
Because
I'm gonna kill you either way.
It does seem a little silly.
It's like us in a street fight.
Yeah, it's like
hey, no knives. Come on.
It's like Leo promising a girl he's like, I won't try to fuck you in the ass. She's gonna hate it either way, Leo. She's like, no matter what you do to her in the bedroom, she's gonna hate it. You might as well just put it in her fucking asshole, which is kind of what using mustard gas is.
It's just like me slipping it in a girl's asshole. Mustard gas and me slipping it in.
Just as cruel. It's just as cruel.
Just as cruel.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, but just like the wars, you just like even with anal, you just talk fake German every time she denies you, and then you just try another way to get in.
Leo, you
get it.
You should just start goose stepping and Hitler. You should just Sieg Heil whenever a girl denies you.
Oh, dude, the last time
we got some real scumbags in Australia. It seems I need to go over
the
there.
last time I ever fucked a girl in the ass was like probably like 10 years ago.
Come on, man.
No.
What happened?
Like, she bled everywhere.
Oh, dude.
But then I went around laughing about it, telling people, and she killed herself 2 weeks later.
No.
Not because of that.
But maybe.
But.
Maybe you had something to do with it.
No, but everybody who I told was like.
Was it because.
No, it was a drug addiction problem. Right. But, yeah, I felt bad.
So, no,
out of respect.
Out of respect, no more anal. That's good. Yeah, I respect that. I respect that.
That was problematic. That's
the Australian way, right?
Yeah.
You guys do it like this?
This looks like Führer. That looks like Hitler walked into the room, and it's 41.
Yeah, Elon Musk. Heart goes out to you.
This is the reason, though. You asked about why there's so much reverence for the troops. It's because we need to keep recruitment high, and we need to have like a forced support of overseas intervention. And it's like people are pushing back on it now that the media has opened up and there are podcasters and you can get access to information outside of Fox News.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, in 2003, both Fox and CNN were just like, we got to go. Weapons of mass destruction. We got to fucking go.
Yeah.
And then every war since then, I mean, they tried with the Ukraine. There was a huge propaganda blitz here in America. The Ukrainian flags everywhere, football stadiums, they had them. Just a huge propaganda storm. But then, like, that one didn't work out so well. Like, finally, people are starting to be like, why are we fighting this war? Why are we sending money? Why did it start again?
Wasn't he buying, like, luxury yachts?
The
Zelensky?
He was selling.
I
know. A fact is they were selling a lot of the arms that we would give them to other
Do you guys watch your politics and laugh like we do?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Trump and all that, like, everything that's happening here is like us watching The Simpsons back home. Mm-hmm. Like, we just sit there and watch and we're like, holy shit.
Yeah. No, it's become a lot more comedic. It's gotten, because of social media, would you agree? I don't remember it being this big in college. Like, I don't remember it like everybody talking about politics.
On college, you guys have that here? Like, we have like university, but that's for fuck, I said it again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, we have university here. And
but nobody stays there. No.
Some people, they finish.
But we don't use, when I say that word, I don't even mean it for.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Same as us.
It's like losers, which sort of ties into the same fact anyway.
Yeah.
But no, but like at university, you rock up from like 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. and you fuck off home. There's no like frats, like.
And there's no partying?
Like, no.
Okay.
There's no uni parties.
No, there's no point in that. That's where you should go, buddy. If you want to go and have some good time, go to UCLA.
Is that on like right now? Is that like all year round?
Pretty much.
Could I get a $2 blowjob there?
I promise you that the parties you would go to at UCLA will not even touch the parties you're going to at Coachella, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sort of like a dick in the hole of Bonnie Blue, wouldn't touch the sides.
Yep.
I would love, if you do have sex with her, let me know, because I want to know what her vagina felt like after.
Dude, I'm sure it's solid. Dude.
Yeah, we have an Australian Bonnie Blue, and her name's Kay Manuel. And she tried to do the same thing.
Let's look her up. I didn't want to.
She followed me, and then I think she got her account deleted.
Dude, Kay Manuel is a transgender.
Oh, really?
And
I was trying to get a transgender on this pod, a hot one.
Damn, dude, she definitely followed me, bro.
No, but the thing is, in person, like she has tricked many people.
I think I was DMing. I think I was DMing.
Sexted her. You sent her a dick pic?
It did not get hardcore. It did not get hardcore.
You would have to be very.
So she's post.
That was looking good.
Post op. Yeah, no, but
she's post op.
We did a.
Oh no, that's her. Oh, no, that's a
not
dick.
her. That's not her.
Oh, that's somebody else.
But
maybe that was before.
But yeah, no, like I met up with it.
Post-op, Danny. It looks pretty good. Oh, well.
I don't, yeah.
That's a dick, dude.
That's a dick.
Is that her?
That's a tiny dick, dude.
Oh,
no, I don't think that's her. But in person, you can tell. Wow. You can tell. You would have to be retarded to...
That's a good one. She has a thumbnail with huge British cock.
But she just linked up with this disabled Justin Ryan on the side. On the right there.
That guy?
Yeah,
he's disabled?
So I used to do videos with him, but he's like disabled. He's got Facebook famous tattooed on his neck.
Oh, but, come on.
Yeah, it was sort of like, but when you watch that, it's like, do two wrongs make a right?
Yeah, I think they do.
Raw and uncut.
But you watch that, and it's like, that's how you make
Emmanuel fucking DM me, dude.
That's wild.
And there's no telling what would have happened.
Dude,
thank God.
No, but
she got deleted, dude.
I don't know how you would get tricked into that.
She just gets on there like Danny Mullen from America.
Very big, huge head. Definitely like part Asian, you can tell just by like the shape of the head. I got tricked in Thailand.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they're pretty hot. The lady boys over there.
That's the difference between a trans woman and a lady boy. Because lady boys are hot. You know?
They're. I could say this comfortably. I've slept with women that are a lot uglier than the lady boys in Thailand.
Dude, but yeah, in Thailand, I was very, very drunk, and we went to this place called Nana Plaza. My boy Puck, who had the hostel in Nicaragua and there in Thailand, he took us out, and we went to Nana Plaza, which is sort of like the lady boy central district area. And we went into this strip club, and they're not dancing hot. Like I was at Body Shop here. What a rip off that place is. And they're not even, they're gross. But you go to this ladyboy strip club, and they're just all standing on stage to like this Thai techno, like the most unappealing music, dancing like sardines.
That sounds crazy.
But then you can pay money. It's like $5 Australian to like $2 American to get a pool noodle. Do you know what a pool noodle is? Like those little flotation foam.
Oh yeah.
Colorful
a pool
sticks.
noodle. Yeah.
Yeah, you get one of them and you can beat them on the stage.
Okay, that sounds unbelievable.
I started like hitting and that pussy. So I start absolutely hammering this thing down, and then I black out. They spiked my drink, and then I've come to it. And we're back at the hotel, and it's like park me, all of that. And they're all getting it in with these things. Yeah. And then, but this is how
your boys,
I got tricked. Tricked. Because I was drunk. I got the best head I've ever had in my life. That was a warning sign. Because you're like, this thing knows its way around a cock.
Yeah, too well.
Too well. And then
too well.
The other warning sign was when I went to go piss, it was standing at the urinal next to me pissing as well. But then,
that could be explained.
But then when I fucked
women can get a funnel.
But then when I fucked it wanted anal.
Yeah.
They get this right.
Of course.
When I was fucking it, it was jerking off.
Oh.
What
one more, dude.
Oh,
dude,
God.
so you had did you have so you fucked a trans person?
Yeah. But the only reason, like...
Raw dog?
No way.
Okay.
I respect
Head
it,
was,
dude.
But in reality... I wasn't that drunk. I knew what I was doing.
Would you fuck Kay Emmanuel?
Go in a tight... No way. I didn't even look it in the eyes when we were filming with it.
Would you fuck K Manuel?
No way.
But the lady boys are completely different. That's what he's saying.
No, but it's in Thailand.
Right.
It's like when in Greece, you know?
Right.
It's like going to Turkey and not getting a kebab, you know? Like,
Can't imagine
there's this famous video of this British guy in Thailand, and he's fucking this ladyboy, and he's calling it Jeffrey. He's like, "Come on, Jeffrey, show us it." And it's like really self-conscious, getting fucked by this guy, but like covering its little cock.
No.
And he's like, "Come on, it's probably bigger than mine. Come on, Jeffrey. Come on, Jeffrey." And then like finally fucking like puts his hand away. Oh, look at it. And it's like all embarrassed, like crying.
How big was the cock?
Like
he probably was
like
taking
four,
the estrogen.
Like 4.
Yeah.
It's about Leo size.
A lot bigger than that, all right? It's a lot bigger. At least
No,
2
you
inches.
look like you're you look
Thank
like
you.
you got a
It's-
fucking
It's
sledgehammer.
proportional. It's not a sledgehammer, but it's proportional.
And you two are like probably like the biggest sort of American men that I've
We're big
encountered
dudes.
here. That
Hell
sounded
yeah.
really gay.
The Australians are big guys, right? I mean,
No,
there's some big dudes.
Everybody is like 5'7", I've noticed.
Yeah.
Like they're like, "Whoa, you're tall." I'm like short in Australia.
Yeah, Australia's got some big white dudes.
Yeah, we run stuff. We
run the.
We kind of run the hood around.
Is that
here.
why you don't get fucked around with when you're out? Because you're just like
It's
a foot taller than
Got to
everyone?
be a factor.
That is
I mean,
a factor.
Leo
Do
and
you
I are
guys
pretty
roll with
big.
security?
Nah, sometimes. But rarely. I would say probably 1, maybe 2 shoots a year we have security if
Yeah,
they're
true.
really fucked up.
I have to hire security for when I get back home because I'm like walking around like normally here, like, and I've forgotten that. Yeah, I've got all these.
You can't even
death
walk around in Australia?
Well, usually like I get like asked for photos and shit, but
Sure.
now 65 million people think I'm a pedo.
Yeah.
So, like I've got to like going to the convenience store. What do you call it here? Like the corner store or whatever. I won't worry about it then. But if I'm going into like public outings, I've had to recruit some Polynesians to shadow me.
Nobody will ever actually do anything, though. People who make
Even
death
at the
threats-
shows, like because I say if all of this is like PG compared to what I say at my shows.
The thing about in stand up, we have seen that pretty much you can say whatever you want out here.
I don't, because like I think open micers are disgusting pieces of shit.
Yeah.
But that
That's right, dude.
I never used to think that, but then I got my first check and I was like, gross. No, but the thing is, with I'm very lucky because I got biggish on the internet first, and then I always wanted to do stand up, but I did it the proper way where I sort of like studied it from the back of the room, saw how shit a lot of people. But like when you see a shit comic, you can see like the scaffolding of their jokes so much easier.
But I did that too. But the thing is, you think you have the answers before you've done stand up.
Exactly.
And you think like, I'd be so much funnier than this cunt. But then you get up there and you can't actually put it together until you get stage time.
But that's the thing. And like I did that because I'm banned from pretty much every room in my hometown except for one. And the guy who owns it is like my opener. So I'm like, but the thing is, it's in a really woke area. So like the crowd is all like,
you're banned from a bunch of clubs?
You can't swear. Like think about how many bleeps I've had here. You can't swear in a lot of them.
So the UK is a lot more. They're okay.
But the Comedy Store like blacklists everybody too.
Yeah,
so it's not
but
that
the thing is, like,
strange.
No, it's not.
I think going to other countries, you're sort of like, they don't care as much as if you were a local comic. Like if I was coming over here just saying like fucking da, they're like, oh yeah, it's a novelty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I had to do some. I mean, he almost got banned for other reasons at the club that we go to on Friday.
Yeah, I allegedly did some stuff.
He allegedly might have gotten blown in the green room.
Nice.
But yeah, so I had to do some. I had to get him back in there and stuff. But yeah,
like what you were saying, there's a lot of like TikTok comedians, like sketch comedians who will do it in Australia and they'll do one tour and then they're done because it's shit.
Right.
Like, or they'll do it and nobody will buy tickets to it because they don't know how to promote it. Like, I definitely was scared of what you were saying about being like, how is it going to translate? You got to be delusional in stand up, especially if you want to make it to the point where you're making good money. Because the thing is, like, I wasn't jumping in being like, hey, like I paid thousands for like my promo shoots, everything to make it look like I was already up there, like faking it till you make it, you know? But then like, it's inspiring coming out here and like even going to the Ha Ha Club and then seeing like a bunch of people you've never seen before or nobodies or whatever.
Sure.
But then all of a sudden it's like Marcelo or whatever his name is from SNL, and then like podcast is giving, like, I feel like everybody does stand up out here who there's a lot of people who shouldn't do it out here, but do other things.
There's probably always people that, but the thing is, like, you'll get weeded out kind of fast, because if you're not decent and you can't hold your spot, you got to hold your spot.
It's not like that in Australia, though. There's people who are like,
what does that mean to hold your spot?
Hold your spot means like you at least get some laughs.
You mean
prove yourself. You got to
like
prove yourself.
you do a decent job. You're at the median range of the comics of the day.
What you mean at the show?
At the show.
So you don't go up there and you're not the comic who obviously fucking ate shit.
Yes. You never. I feel like you only one time wore that. That's when you got into the verbal altercation with a girl at my show.
Or when I tried to do George Floyd material and there was like a 50% black audience one night.
Dude, that was crazy. Yeah. You're like, fuck it, I'm doing it. I'm still doing it.
I bombed hard like that. Have you like not read the room and bombed?
Oh yeah, so bad.
So we've all done that.
I've only done that
twice. Yeah.
Once properly. I was opening for another guy before I was doing my tour, and I opened with like a plus size models thing, and I didn't realize that half of his audience were fat, disgusting bitches. But then the second time it sort of happened was at my own show in Sydney, which I'm now banned from that. They put me underneath like the gayest club in Sydney. Sydney's like the gay capital of the world.
Oh,
like,
didn't know that.
San Fran look
really
masculine. Yeah,
couldn't see that.
And, like underneath was where my show was, and it's like the top comedy room of the city. Bragging. And the bartender was a trans. And had a shirt that said "I heart anal" on it.
Sure.
And everybody sort of noticed when we were like,
you got to talk about that. Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, and then I get into my like trans material.
Oh, dude.
And I'm like sort of looking over, and everybody sort of tightened up, you know, because but then I was like, I'm just gonna fully address it. And I was like, if you haven't seen, the bartender's wearing a shirt that says "I heart anal." Which is bullshit, because she was crying in the alley when I raped her before.
Oh, thanks.
It should say drama queen, because that's how I knew it was a trans woman, because it just wouldn't shut up.
How did that go over?
Everybody's like, holding their laughs, and then it was scooping ice, and it was just getting more and more aggressive.
Dude, we allowed to keep calling it a trans woman.
It's me. It's not you guys.
I'm trying to think if the video will even stay up.
Hey, ready? I'll look into the camera and I'll go, she, and then just insert it every time.
Insert it every time. She. Now, I would hear.
I'm lucky though.
You could still.
Not being able to eat shit.
I think at the Ha where we do comedy, you could probably do almost anything. But if you did certain material at like one of the big places here, you might get banned too.
I would definitely cater it for the venue. Like Ha, that was a sick night. Like the comics there were amazing.
You can say anything at the Ha. That's our home club. Yeah.
The thing is, even if I'm doing shows in Australia that aren't mine, if I'm doing dark stuff, I choose what I'm doing. It's not like I'm going out there saying like I've got a bit, been like, did you guys say stranger danger?
Yeah.
Like that was a huge term in Australia growing up, because there was like child abductions, but just like the mass shootings, they disappeared for a while after there was media stuff.
Right.
But then I was like, oh, now kids these days, they're doing shit that I wouldn't do at 30, and they're like 8 years old. So I was like, pedophiles need to start doing shit to kids again to
correct that?
To make like, to improve child safety. Because, you know, like the biggest one in Australia, there was this girl, Cleo Smith, a couple years ago, who got taken in the middle of the night from a tent while she was camping with with her parents, but then was found safe 2 weeks later in this guy's house, and he had every single Bratz doll on earth. Wow. So she got taken to a homemade toy store.
Is it weird that I think it would be better if she got raped and murdered?
No, but that's
really creepy. I don't like the Bratz.
The Bratz dolls.
Completely safe. And it was all over the news that she was completely safe, and they showed photos. I was like, what is that teaching anyone? Yeah. Like, imagine going to school and you're like,
wait a second, if you get kidnapped.
Like, you're 8 years old.
Leo have Hot Wheels everywhere.
Leo goes to school. I just got found safe. What was it like? Oh, it was terrible. He had a skate park in his backyard. Everybody's going to want to get kidnapped.
Yeah.
And then eventually
Bouncy house.
a real fucking pedo is going to kidnap a kid and they're going to be like, yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yuck, is that a futon, you disgusting fuck? By the way,
yeah.
where can I charge my vape?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So, like, but those sort of bits where I'm like, I would never do it like a club.
Yeah.
But
You do it. Yeah, when you with your fans at like your venue though, you can
do whatever.
You can do whatever.
What's yours? Because I haven't seen you do stand up.
It's a lot of racial caricature.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I get out there and with shoe polish on my face and a watermelon under my arm. I do some tap dancing and I sing Mammy. Just hot tamales in the red hot. Yeah, she got them for sale.
It does really well. If there's even one person that's black in the crowd, usually it kind of takes a quick downfall.
Now my stuff is like it's kind of, if you watch my videos, it's pretty like a logical companion to my videos.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times my topics will be something we've discussed in a video, and I don't really do stories ever. It's it's mostly just like a subject, and I'll hit like one or two jokes on it, then move to the next subject.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like somebody that my style is similar to.
I'd say mine's like a mix between Burr and Jesselnick.
Yeah, so you do
Because
some
like I
one-liners?
rant about shit and have stories, but then I'll have like the little one-liner. Like, because I do a lot of misdirection. If I'm going to tell a story, stories are boring as fuck unless you're really
It's
funny
misdirects,
talking.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, here, and then I'll just be like, yes, I raped her.
Yeah. Got it. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
So it'll be an elaborate setup, and then it'll just resolve into so I raped
yeah, but
her.
it makes sense.
Got it. Okay.
I'm not just being like,
I thought
yes,
literally that's how it
yes,
went.
I was buying a beatbox, and
Yeah.
then, I raped her. Like, no.
I thought it was like, so, I went to Paris for my senior trip in high school, and I met this Sheila on a bus, and we were at the Eiffel Tower, and we saw this guy propose to a woman beneath the tower, and me and the Sheila were laughing because the woman rejected him, and I raped both the Sheilas.
Yeah,
You better not steal that, dude. Or else,
Dude,
fucking credit me as a writer in your special, dude.
Yeah, I'm
fucking Australians, dude.
tagging that one.
Yeah, dude. All right, guys. Well, it's been the Leo and Danny show.
It has.
Julian, we're going to have you tag down below all your
Yeah.
socials. What's your main platform? IG?
It's, Instagram and TikTok or Facebook. Anyway,
Do you have a YouTube channel?
I've just started like the podcast, but like it's going in a different direction. I sort of want to make it shorter formed craziness
Yeah.
rather than me addressing me being a pedophile.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Cool. Check out Julian. He's a friend of the channel now. We might do it. We're gonna do a show in Sydney one day.
and I will be out in America hopefully in December when my court case gets dropped and I can
Nice.
get my visa.
Nice, and come out, and we'll put you come to the Haha and watch him on a show. Also, come to our Boston show, which is April 19th, a Saturday, 8 p.m. We'll see you boys there, and come over to the Patreon.
Stay positive, test negative, and never give money to the fucking Chinese.
Yeah. Yeah.